Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope." That's Jeremiah 29:11, Revised Standard Version. The New King James Version says, "For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, says the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope." I used to hear this verse so much when I first became a believer. It took me many years to see the power of this verse because it reminds me that God's plans for me are good. So no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, is part of God's plan because He placed me here. And you may be feeling as if you're not going anywhere in life. There's something else you should be doing, or you're not doing enough. But let me tell you, God's plans for you are good. So if you are where you are, it's because that's part of God's plan. And so what we can do in the meantime is also in Jeremiah 29:7. It says, "But seek the welfare of the city where I have sent you into exile, and pray to the Lord on its behalf, for in its welfare you will find your welfare." We got to get in the habit of praying for people. If you're on a job and you're stressed out, start praying for your supervisor, start praying for your colleagues, start praying for the company. When you start praying for other people and you see God answering prayers through them, it makes your faith stronger. But when you're only focusing on yourself, you become self-centered. And that's where depression and anxiety comes in, because all of it, all that energy is coming back to you. But when you release it and you're praying for other people, you're going to see your life become better. Another one is 1 Corinthians 10:31, and it says, "Whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it to the glory of God." Whatever God has you doing, whatever it is, whether you are a single mother, whether you are a housewife, whether you are a school teacher, whether you're a doctor, do it for the glory of God. Because when you start doing things for God, you stop worried about people, because you're not trying to please people, and people will never be very grateful. No matter how hard you work, no matter how much you do, no matter how much you give, they will never be happy, because there's always something else you could have done that they don't even know what it is. They don't even know what you could do to be better. So don't do it for them, do it for God. And so the next one is, "Whatever your hand finds to do, do it with all your might, for there's no work or thought or knowledge or wisdom in Sheol to which you are going." Ecclesiastes 9:10. And that ties into the last verse. I'm telling you, you gotta focus on God. People will disappoint you all the time. You can give them your last breath and they'll be like, "Why did it take her so long?" It's like people are just ungrateful. But if you focus on God, you see a big difference. And the last one is, whatever your task, work heartily as serving the Lord and not men, knowing that from the Lord you will receive the inheritance as your reward. You are serving the Lord Christ. Your reward comes from God. Whatever you do, even your job, your paycheck comes from God, because if God does not bless that company, they can't pay you. So everything you do is for the glory of God, and your life will become better. I promise you. Stay focused on God.